meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, Dixon medicine specialist. And we're out here in North Carolina, home of Dawson's Creek. We're in Wilmington. Yes, Drew, is that where
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Got that.
I became lucid all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've become so delirious, you've come around now to lucid again.
That's right, but don't worry. I'll be back.
Yeah, wheels will come off the wagon in about 45 minutes.
Yep, then I'll come back for about 10 minutes, and I'll be off the wagon for the rest of the night.
What is that? All day long we've been like that.
Yeah, Drew and I have been sleep-deprived the last few nights. Actually, I got more nights than you, Drew, because I started this Sunday night. But we've been, with the time difference, we've been broadcasting from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. out here. I've been going to bed about 4:15, and we've been getting up about 9 o'clock and going in for some long days. Just today was 9:30 to 10:30 at night. So
we're sitting in front of a camera essentially the entire time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't think I could take doing this.
The bloom is off the rose for me on this stuff.
I could do it. I could do it instead of carpet cleaning, but I don't know if I could do it instead of whatever we do.
No. But could you do it instead of carpentry?
Well, well, not if you paid the same amount. But carpentry doesn't pay anything.
Right.
I mean, I would factor in the money there. All right. So Drew, who cast an eerie spell over the entire cast. They're all in love with Drew. They're enamored with Dr. Drew. Busy Phillips and Michelle Williams and Oliver Hudson. They look up to him. They respect him. He invited them all out to the Loveline studio here, the makeshift Loveline studio.
I see where you're going.
Tonight, and so far no one has shown up.
Yeah. It's the infinite respect paid to me today, yes. Yeah.
But someone still may show up. If they do, they'll probably be drunk. But we might get some Dawson's Creekers in here. The inherent problem to this is we go 1 to 3 a.m. and they all get early call times. And actors are they're prima donnas. They're prissies. They're not tough like us, Drew.
Yeah.
They don't have a background.
Radio guys.
Yeah. But now, for sure, tomorrow night, are we going to get Josh Jackson and Katie Holmes in here?
Josh has been promising it straight along, and then Katie said, "Can I come? Can I come?"
Yeah. All right. It's never going to happen. But here's the point: you got us, and Drew. I don't like guests anyway. So,
there we go. Shall we?
Who are we talking to?
Let's talk to Will, who's 15. Will.
Hello.
What's going on, Will?
Not much. Adam, I think I got a question that you might like. Today, my parents found all my porn.
How much porn?
What'd you have? What'd they find?
All my good stuff, man. I had like $40 of Playboy and like 10 hours of internet stuff.
Internet stuff?
Yeah.
How'd they find it?
It was under my bed.
Internet stuff you downloaded?
No. I just like went to the site. And I just printed all of it off.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. 10 hours of printing?
Yeah.
What do you but do you measure pages in hours, Drew?
No, that's not like what I mean, but like, I
don't know. Will feels sort of bogus to me, or at least he doesn't care.
No, I'm not, I swear.
Yeah, but you don't care.
Aren't you upset? Aren't your parents pissed at you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering what I should do.
How'd your parents react?
They were like, my mom told my dad, and then my dad was like, I found some pornography under your bed today.
And
I'm just telling you that you're not supposed to have that. And then he went into a huge-ass pissy fit.
All right. Get rid of him. Who cares? So what? What are we going to do? We're not going to make it any better.
Okay.
He was being cute. I don't like that. I like truly disturbed people calling this show.
Well, here you go. Here's Nicole. She's 18.
Hello?
What's happening, Nicole? There we go. That's more like it. What's up?
I'm an exotic dancer, and after I started dancing, I had my boyfriend, it started hurting.
Sex started hurting?
Yeah.
After you started dancing.
Like, yeah, after I started dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've had sex before I started dancing, like, when I was, like, 13.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sure. Well, maybe you got a pasty stuck up there or beer bottle cap or something. That can happen when you dance. Yeah.
Like, is it because my muscles are tightening up? Like, when I dance?
You get pain at the point of insertion, or when do you get pain? After you've been going for a while?
Yeah, like it hurts when it goes in, and then, like, after I get going for a while, it just starts, like, rubbing, and it, like, really hurts.
Yeah.
What kind of dancing do you do? Topless or both?
I'm topless for now. Like, they don't have their license to go all nude, so.
So she would be willing to do that. They just have the license.
You would do the all nude.
Hey, if it's more money, I'll do it.
How much you making? How much you making now?
$250, $300 a night.
That's a good night's work.
Yeah.
How long's your shift?
8 hours.
Wow. And you doing some table dances?
Yeah, just a few. Like, I don't know. I usually just, like, watch, like, because it's a sports bar, so, like, they have television, so I watch that most of the time, actually.
Really? From stage?
Yeah. Well, not from stage. Like, when I get off stage, I'll go to the bar or, like, sit at a table and watch.
Right. So you're making pretty good money just from guys putting money on the stage?
Yeah.
What songs do you dance to?
Oh, all sorts. Like, I don't know. Everything from, like, the 80s and...
you don't know the name of the songs you dance to?
Do you select your music?
I don't select.
Hey, hey, coming on the stage, Nicole, everybody. Pull your eyes off ESPN and put them on Nicole's ass, but she shakes it good out there. Businessman's lunch coming up at the drive. You got to show me appreciative. Betsy, stage 5, Betsy, stage 5. Is that basically what your world sounds like, Nicole?
Well, like, they usually don't talk when they're, like, doing that, but it's mostly the customers. They're stupid and I don't know.
I can't. Nicole's like not tracking.
Yeah.
Things don't follow. All right, Nicole. All right.
No, that's like with Nicole. It's like we're at the UN and she's wearing those headphones and the translator's not giving her
the right info,
the right stuff. Yeah.
All right,
Must
Nicole.
be interesting to go through life with the bad UN cans on, huh?
Yeah. Couple of possibilities in terms of answering your question here. One, have you had a pelvic exam lately?
Not for like 8 months.
All right, so you might get in there and see if something has changed. Maybe you've got some infection or endometriosis, or God knows what. I mean, who knows? So there's certainly a possibility of something anatomic or infectious going on. Number two, you could, you could get sort of a vaginismus if you were under a lot of stress, get a spasm of the pelvic muscles, and when you're dancing, oftentimes women get a lot of negative feelings about men, and when your boyfriend comes at you, you could kind of tighten up and not feel so good about it.
Yeah.
And then number three, sure, I guess that you were sexually abused at one time or another, and so going down this path of becoming a dancer may sort of start evoking all that old material again that you sort of had to deal with when you were traumatized, and that can be a source of pelvic pain too.
Well,
Any sexual, no sexual abuse?
No, physical and mental.
What?
Physically and mentally. Right.
And then 13, you were raped, right? You had sex at 13.
No, it was willing.
How old was the guy?
My age.
13.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. All right, so go get a pelvic exam.
Yeah.
But the physical abuse, you never know.
Yeah.
Could have something to do with it.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
hang up on Nicole, please. Anderson, start putting people on hold,
yes,
please.
Yes, please. This is Matt, 22.
Matt. All right, Drew, you want to hit somebody else up?
All right, let's get somebody from Florida. How about that? Just Laney. Lonnie?
Hi.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Good. What's up?
I was diagnosed with a borderline personality disorder,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just kind of curious as to, whether this is something I can grow out of, or whether I'm going to be kind of like stuck with all this damage for the rest of my life.
What happened to you?
All the garden variety bad stuff, molested
Abuse.
as a kid, beat up by, step parents.
You're fat.
Good times. Drew called you fat. And have you gotten any help for this?
Yeah, I had 3 suicide attempts in a year and a half,
So you've
and
had,
got a lot of help for a while, and it really wasn't helping. So I left I left therapy and everything else, looking to make, still continue to make positive changes in my life. And,
Sure.
I feel that I've come a long way, but, there's still a lot of how should I put it?
the quality.
I was diagnosed off a checklist.
Well, wait a minute. How'd you try to kill yourself 3 times?
What do you mean,
First time overdose. How?
Yeah, shut up, Drew.
I just wonder where you're going with this.
I just want to know how she tried to
All
kill
right, go
herself.
ahead, go
Would you
ahead.
shut up?
Huh?
First time overdose. Second time, wasn't a really valid attempt. It was considered one because I was behaving erratically, as it was put. And the third time, I cut open both my arms.
Ooh. Maybe, do you think you wanted to die both those times?
I wanted to very badly.
Yeah, borderlines have multiple suicide attempts.
If someone really wants to die, let's just jump off a building.
I wasn't really good at it, but, I did want to die.
Men are much better at killing themselves than women.
And we're just better at everything. That's it. I mean, we get the job done. Let's face
You
it.
get the job done. There you go. And this is where that doesn't work so well for you. Well, here's the deal. It's debatable whether a borderline personality disorder can ever be cured. A bad one probably cannot. Very, very intense borderline qualities. Borderline traits probably can be, but it's long-term therapy in a very intense and hard-working situation. Some borderlines just can't do the work, just can't do it. And so it really becomes about palliation, about controlling the mood and containing the behaviors. And as you hit like 3rd, 4th decade of life, when you're like 40, 50 years old, a lot of the qualities do tend to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
But a lot of our callers are borderline. I mean, that's sort of a standard Loveline call.
All right, so does medication help this?
Medicine does help. I'm sure she's on it, but it's a tumultuous course.
What's
always is.
palliation mean? Containment?
Yeah, kind of keep it under control for a while.
What's a paleontologist?
That's different spelling.
God, everything with the different spelling.
Yeah, same.
We get into this all the time, Drew, don't we? I think I come up with a good word, then you tell me it's spelled differently.
Right.
All right.
So
Yeah.
if you,
Let's party.
but you're kind of like primitive man. You hear it and you see the images,
Yeah.
but you don't see the word.
No, I
Yeah.
don't see any words.
There's there's no
Well, you know what,
transmission in language.
I don't see words because they keep them in that place where they keep the books.
Right.
The
Bookstore.
no. That's the other thing. When
Library.
They lend them to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where it is.
Good time.
Who we talking to?
Eddie, 26.
Hey, how's
Eddie?
it going?
We're
Good.
Here you go.
Oh,
Having a little trouble getting out of the gate tonight, aren't we? With
we
the
are.
calls, everyone
Yes,
wants
we
to
are.
say hi and take a beat. Is there some sort of problem with the connection?
I don't know, might be. Just had a question. Got a problem with my cowboy.
Cowboy.
Yeah, I got a vein on the left-hand side that's, while I'm looking down, it's kind of swelling. It's been swollen for like 3 days. Not real big, and everything still works fine, but I don't know what to do.
And you've never seen it there before.
No, well, I've seen the vein there before, when, I'm erect or whatnot, but it's just, recently it's just more swollen than it was before.
Well, the dorsal vein of the penis is what that's called.
Okay.
And it's normal to be kind of tortuous and visible. And, what kind of things could increase the congestion there, a hernia or something, or prostatitis, and anything that sort of decreases the outflow of blood. Here comes our guest.
Oh, I knew it. They're drunk.
We're not drunk.
Well, you're late. You should be drunk.
You better say you are, Adam will kill you.
No, that's fine.
Go ahead. Here you go.
No, wait a minute. We should just wrap this up and go to break and reset the whole thing.
All right, so Eddie.
No, way too early.
He's good because the satellite.
Because Anderson's got to set some stuff up
Hi,
anyway.
Anderson.
Yeah, all right, quiet down. All right, so here's what we need to do. We need to finish up with Eddie.
Yeah.
We'll go to break a little bit early.
No,
and
he's
then
saying we can't because the satellite we can't break yet.
Oh, he's saying we can't break yet. I
Right.
thought he was saying we couldn't put the guests on.
No, we can't break yet. Way too early, he said.
Oh, yeah. I'm not planning on going now, but I want to
Right.
finish up with Eddie.
Okay. Hey, Oliver, Michelle, and Busy just entered the room.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, guys.
When is the earliest we can break, by the way?
Anderson, when can we break?
Like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right, let's finish with Eddie and his purple vein on his penis.
All right. Well, we might as well get the guests all just to sit down and pull up a mic at this point anyway. All right, so, Drew, what does Eddie need to do?
Eddie needs to see a doctor, urologist.
I hate this show so much.
Why?
It's just this.
Oh, the chaos?
I know.
Urologist be the best thing, because it may be absolutely nothing, but something is clearly creating the congestion there that is causing the vein to protrude, and there you go.
All right, so we got rid of him?
Yeah.
Busy Phillips, Michelle Williams, and Oliver Hudson are all in here from Dawson's Creek.
And we got to give Oliver a mic, though, here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right, good.
And we've been working with these guys all week. Drew actually a day less than I, but it's been a delight. I got to tell you, Drew was
wonderful working with us, isn't it?
It is, but Adam's been complaining, whining like a baby.
I know. I wanted to mention that. I wanted to bring that up tonight, Adam. It's like when I say something bad about my sister, but you're not allowed to say something bad about my sister. Like that kind of thing.
Dawson's Creek is your sister?
It's like my family.
Yes, everyone's on mics. Why, you're not hearing it?
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
We haven't been talking.
You're not hearing that, Anderson?
Into the mic, please.
You guys got to talk directly into these mics, apparently.
Everybody's into the mic.
Yeah. We hear them.
Anderson, there's probably a switch somewhere near you that you need to
wrong.
throw.
You're so far off.
Busy, talk again. Talk to Anderson.
Hi, Anderson. Can you hear me? You're a little bit in love with me, aren't you?
You sound great, and I love you.
I know you do. You kind of have a crush on me.
A little bit. Busy, yeah.
Can you hear Busy?
All right, now, Michelle, you
Everyone's
talk.
good
All right, Michelle.
All right, what happened, Anderson?
Anderson.
Oh, Michelle is a line.
Bueller.
There you go.
There we go. All right. So, are you guys aren't drunk? You didn't go out? I thought you were going to go out drinking.
We're a little drunk.
Spends time.
Knew it. All right. So, what is your assessment of Drew's performance thus far?
Wait.
I think he's incredible.
Okay. I think he plays the doctor to the T. But when he starts getting crazy and trying to act, that's when we got to put an end to it.
When did I do that? You got to tell me if I do that.
No, but he had a few good ad libs.
Yeah.
He did. He went with Adam. He went with Adam on a few good ad libs.
All right.
So Drew, who did many a production, Hip In, Annie, Get Your Gun, he did them all in high school and some in college too, right, Drew?
That's right.
Still, you can't teach a cigar store Indian to act. That's what I've always said. But he's a pro. He knows all his lines. He shows up prepared.
That's good.
I mean, you don't have to wait for Dr. Drew on the set, right?
No.
Not like we do for Adam. Well, Adam, you don't wait for him either. It's just that whiny quality he brings to the set.
Right.
Well, I'm sleep deprived, everybody.
So are we.
Well, you're gonna be tomorrow. You're gonna be tomorrow. You know what was funny? Drew opened up just a small window to his dark soul on the way out. We were driving out, and I said, "Oh, Christ, not another night. I'm so tired. We're going to do this show. We got to come in tomorrow." And Drew goes, "Yeah, but we're going to have some of the actors with us. We can tire them out, too." And I was like, what kind of strategy is that? We can tire out the rest of the cast?
That's going to get things moving much quicker tomorrow.
Yeah, like somehow we'll be less tired because you guys are exhausted as well. Yeah, Drew, what kind of strat? I hope that was just a sleep deprivation speaking on your behalf. All right, so I think what we'll do is we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back and we'll speak to Oliver and Michelle and Busy, and we'll get an assessment on my acting. We'll get an assessment on Drew's acting. The overall direction of the show, what we can look forward to in the upcoming episodes, and when this is going to air, because Drew said it was going to air in like 4 months.
No, I have no idea. Busy said a month.
No, I think it'll be sweeps is what I think, and I don't know when sweeps exactly are, but I think it's like next month.
I thought the sweeps already.
I said 2 months.
Yeah, you said 4 months to me, Jack.
Use that weird sound effect.
All right. We'll take ourselves a little break. We'll give the actors a chance to sober up. We'll be right back after this.
That's gone too.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Busy Phillips, Michelle Williams, Oliver Hudson, all in here from Dawson's Creek. We've been working with these guys all week long. And Drew's acting.
Well, they told me it's no good. Right?
Well, let me explain something. What's going on here?
I didn't say it was.
These guys have had a couple of cocktails. It's late here. It's they're young. This is what young people do, Drew. They go out in the cocktail.
Yeah.
It's 1:30 in the morning out here, and sometimes when someone has a couple of drinks, it sort of loosens up the tongue a little bit. The truth comes sliding out. Busy, who's normally very cordial, really slapped Drew in the face pretty hard with that bad acting comment you made about him.
I did
just
not
moments
say
ago.
he was a bad actor.
Well, I got to know is
Adam.
when, I don't know when I'm doing that is the problem.
No.
They got to alert me to when I...
No, Drew, it's the thing is this, is that when you
Go ahead,
when
baby.
you portray Dr. Drew on
It's good.
television, it's
That
great.
works. Okay.
It's great.
It's
Nothing better.
fantastic.
When am I not doing
when it's on take 27.
Yeah.
And you're sort of like, you know the lines now, so you're not ad-libbing so much, and you're trying to add something new to the tape.
That's
when
I
you get
should-
into trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's when you need to pull back and
Got it.
remember who Dr. Drew
Reel
is.
it in.
Good,
Stay the course.
Good note.
Stay the
Why
course.
didn't Joshua give me that note?
Well,
Yeah,
he was
I'm
scared.
a way better director than Joshua ever will be. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Josh Jackson is directing this one, and I like Josh. Seems like a perfectly
He's actually-
affable guy. Friendly. Seems like he's doing a good job. Michelle.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
No. I think he's
He's doing a very, very, very good job.
We're all like very shocked. Not shocked. I shouldn't say that, but he's doing. I think he's
very
doing a great
articulate.
job.
But Michelle, you've been on the show as long as Josh has, and taken direction from him. That's not pleasant, right? Is that what it is?
Don't worry, they can't hear it in Wilmington.
Yeah, no one hears it out
Just
here.
Los Angeles.
No, I mean it's like if a new director came in, you can do that. But if it's the guy you've been next to for the last 6 years,
Gotta be
it's
weird.
a pain in the ass,
I
right?
don't know. It's really not so bad. And there's sort of a shorthand. It's not really direction. It's just like a series of grunts, like yeah, uh-huh.
Right.
It's nothing. It's not offensive. We're really respectful of each other. There's really nothing to talk about. Let's move on.
All right. No love lost between these two warriors. And now, Oliver, you joined up last season.
Yeah. Well, no, this season.
No, this season. Yeah, that's right. Busy was last
Busy
season.
was last season. Right.
Yeah, and Oliver, I was just reading here one of the 50 most beautiful people.
Uh-huh.
By the way. Yeah.
Lord, isn't he charming and beautiful?
Was.
Everyone, wait, can I just
Not
say
anymore.
that everyone I know is in love with Oliver, including my mother, my roommate, my boyfriend. Like everybody is like in, like he's like so charming and so good looking, and like when you meet him in person, you can't help but falling in love with Oliver.
No, I was bitten by that same
ridiculous.
bug, by the way.
Thank you, Adam.
Yes, you're quite welcome. All right, so we've Oliver's handsome and charming. Busy's drunk. Michelle's bitter. Drew's a horrible actor.
There we go.
We covered everything.
Game on.
All right.
It does kind of
sum it up, Adam.
Well done.
But don't worry. I'll be wrapped out of there tomorrow, I think, and Drew's going on until Friday. And I think, if I may say so, the show's going to miss my panache, my energy, my attitude. I may not be the best actor there, but I'm the first one there and the last person out of there, Drew. And I'm sort of a cheerleader for the team.
Shut up!
All right. Drew, where are you going, buddy?
I'm realizing this thing is not.
Oh, Drew didn't plug something in. Let's talk about my acting.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I find it to be superior to Drew's, yes?
Oh, please. Stop. Let's go take some calls.
Yeah, but you're the comedian, though.
That's right.
You're the comedian.
See, when you're with the comedy, it's good. But when you get outside that comedic
Oh, yeah?
corridor,
You wanna
you're in
see
trouble, man.
dramatic eye?
You're in trouble.
You want to watch this? Watch this.
All right.
When you act this way, man, it's like I don't even know you.
That was good.
That was good, wasn't it?
That was good. Yeah, but when you're off camera, you got the sides in your hand. You're just reading the words.
Yeah. I know. I go right off that
You go
script.
right off the script, and the camera gets on you. Then you shine.
Then you turn on the charm.
Right.
Yeah, Adam, that's got to change.
Right. It's got to go both ways.
I know. I'm such a pissy mood when we're not actually acting. I just sit
I
still.
know.
All right, but I'm going to be nice tomorrow. Well, the craft service is so goddamn bad on this show. It's horrible, Drew. Drew, they had it better in Attica. They really did. You want to know what the ultimate insult to the craft service is people have stopped going to see what's there. Like lunch comes around, it's like the Baton Death March. People just put their head down and start walking for their trailers. Like I think I could probably dig a raisin out of the sofa. Yeah.
But did Busy give you the veggie burger today?
I didn't.
They didn't come for them today.
You know what? You
we
guys
brought them today.
Oh, really?
We double shopped for them.
Absolutely. I had veggie burgers. I had soy cheese. I had English muffins ready at the ready
For
in my
both of
trailer.
you.
For both of you, and you didn't come.
That
And
was
Did I not ask you about
was
it?
my fault. No.
Yeah. Yes.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Here's what happened with me. I was leaving. I was heading for my trailer. I was trying to get a nap in because that's a tradition for me.
Right.
And I hesitated for a minute as I was walking to my trailer, and I thought, wait a minute, Michelle and Busy were making me a sandwich. And then I took a beat, and the word soy cheese popped into my head. I swear to Christ. And I put my head down, and I kept walking.
Wait, I got to tell you something,
Soy.
Adam. It's the first time I've ever had this soy cheese. It's pepper jack soy cheese. It was like the greatest thing that I've
Really?
ever eaten in my life. I had fresh avocado. You missed it. It was
fresh avocado.
I
it was a
love avocado.
feast.
I hate soy anything.
Yeah, but fresh avocado.
Yeah, you missed
Let's
out.
save
You missed
some
out.
babies. All right, here he goes. Caleb, 20. Caleb.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
My wife just recently, about a month ago, we had our first son, our first child, in fact. And the thing is that even during the last about 4 or 5 months of her pregnancy, she said that the thought of sex was gross to her.
Right.
The actual act of it wasn't very appealing. And now that he's been born for a little more than a month, her thoughts are the same. And she said that if it was up to her right now, that the decision would kind of remain along the same lines.
Well, here's the deal. Her system gets flooded with progesterone towards the end of pregnancy, and some women respond real negatively to that. They turn off their sex drive. And it's real common for women to have a change in their sex drive for a year after pregnancy. So for her to not want anything for a month, kind of give her a break. But
no, I didn't have a problem with it. I'm not pushing anything on her. In fact, the doctor said we're not even allowed to do anything for the first 6 weeks until she gets her checkup. But the thing that she's saying is that she doesn't feel like it, and she thinks that that's the way it's going to stay. And she actually,
no, it should not stay that way. And if it does stay that more than 6 months, make sure she doesn't have a depression, because postpartum depression can be very serious. I mean, we've all heard about the cases of murders and
people
whatnot.
killing their children.
Right. So you want to be sure she's not getting into that. And secondly, there's things like birth control pills you can take in that first year, and it will turn things back on again. It will sort of get the hormones readjusted. And it's a massive change in her system, and so kind of hang with it, but don't assume that it's got to stay that way. It should not.
Let me bring something up.
Yeah.
Do women? I don't mean this to be offensive, although it's probably
It
not
will
going to
be.
come out too
Yeah.
good. But it tends to me. Every woman I've known, when she starts heading for that time of the month, will never attribute her mood to that time of the month, and then
Until
when
later.
that time of the month is over, she says, "Oh, that was just the period talking," and all this kind of stuff. Women sort of think the way they feel now is the way they're going to feel, more so than men. Like men get into horrible motorcycle accidents and say, "Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be back on that skis. I'll be back on my snowboard in just a couple of weeks." Like, guys are sort of retarded optimistic about, I'm not going to be wherever I am, and women seem to say they're going to be where they are, whatever they feel like.
Drew, isn't there sort of like also a disillusionment factor going on? Like, I think that a lot of times women are led to believe that the pregnancy and the birth of their children is going to be like the most amazing time of their life, and they're going to like instantly feel this connection and this love, and then this kid comes out and they're like,
and the soul just gets slowly sucked out of their body.
Yeah, it's like,
it's overwhelming.
there's got to be like some sort of...
But I think really there is a tremendous psychological burden, but really the biological changes are so profound, and it's not factored in enough, and that just changes how you feel about sex for a while.
No, and then their nipples get sore from breastfeeding.
Yeah.
I saw that on Oprah.
Yeah, very important.
All right, Drew.
Yeah.
That was good acting, by the way, there. See, Drew the doctor? Very believable. Very believable.
Justin, 20.
Yeah. I was in a monogamous relationship for 2 years, and near the end of the relationship, we both knew that it was kind of over, and I cheated on her, and when I cheated on her, I got chlamydia.
Ooh.
And I got it treated and everything, and I was just wondering, like, what would be the best way to let her know? Because I'm sure she got it afterwards.
Don't let her know.
It's treated.
No,
it's
I'm
done.
definitely going to let her
her.
know.
She doesn't know she has it.
Exactly right.
Okay. Wait a minute, Drew. When you get treated, doesn't cure the person you were having sex with too? Holy Christ, I got to make some phone calls. You're kidding, right?
No kidding.
And this is with hepatitis and everything?
Everything,
Oh,
everything.
Christ. It's going all the way back to high school.
No, not really.
Yeah,
Nothing
sure,
happened
right.
there.
Well, I got my hamper I gave syphilis to in high school. Yeah. Oh, yes.
All right, so ladies, how would you want to hear about this?
I think you got to call her and you got to tell her and you got to not
You don't want to hear
mess around.
You wouldn't want it emailed.
No
wanna hear
email, no text messaging, no whatever. You just have to call her and be like, listen, I got these results. They suck. I'm sorry. Go get yourself tested.
Yeah.
Are you
And
really
is there any, for chlamydia, is there any way he could have picked this up any other place?
He knows he got it cheating.
No, I know, but when he lies to her.
Oh, no.
What is chlamydia?
Chlamydia is kind of like a bacteria. It gets up into the tubes, causes pelvic inflammatory disease, causes infertility.
Okay, see, because pelvic inflammatory disease is not something a woman wants.
No, chlamydia is the leading cause of infertility.
But isn't chlamydia one of the most common sexually transmitted diseases?
It's very common, very curable. But it can sit there and not give symptoms for a long period of time, and so really she should just be treated.
So you got to call her and you got to tell her, and she has to go see her gyno or Planned Parenthood or something.
But you guys are broken up anyway, so it's all sort of water under the bridge, right?
He's got to call her.
No, I got to tell her.
Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. But I mean, she's going to find out you cheated in the relationship, but it's over anyway, right?
Right.
All right.
Yeah, so you got no problem. Just call her.
It's like calling your boss, telling him you stole something after he fired you.
Right.
Already, you know? As a way, it's even better. A little payback.
Here's Arthur. He's 13.
Not so smart, are you, now? Arthur?
Yeah.
You're 13?
Yeah.
You watch Dawson's Creek?
No.
Good, man. I mean, what the hell?
No.
I used to when I was like 11 with my sister.
When you're like 6.
When you're 11, you used to watch it.
Yeah.
All right, but you grew out of the show at 13?
Yeah.
Were you recently bar mitzvahed?
No, that's soon.
Soon?
Yeah.
You got a bar mitzvah coming up, huh?
I'm
You
a
studying?
Jew.
You studying for, what do you do there, Drew? Do you have a bar mitzvah, Drew?
No.
Not even half a bar mitzvah?
Not even.
Are you Jewish, Drew?
Kind of.
I'm Jewish.
I'm a Jew.
I'm like an honorary.
Honorary?
That's even more impressive.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jews,
I'll tell you all about it.
Jews
I
are
keep
into
kosher.
you, though, busy.
I keep kosher.
You do, yeah, with that soy cheese. That's why I kept
No,
walking.
beyond the soy cheese, Adam. It goes beyond the soy cheese. I keep kosher.
Arthur?
Mhm.
All right, so what's your question, buddy?
This weekend I was with my girlfriend, and I was going down on her.
No.
And
13.
No 13-year-old Jew's ever gone down on a girl.
Hey.
No. That's what,
Liar, whore, you know it.
no.
No dice.
No, don't buy it. Don't buy it.
Why don't you buy it?
Okay.
Because you're Jewish, and Jewish guys get laid like here's how it works. Jewish guys start their sexuality like 4 years after white guys and like 11 years after black guys. That's how it works.
They're like
Jewish
35?
No. Black man hits his sexual peak about 9.5, 10. White guy hits it like 15, and the Jew hits it like 23. After he passed his MCATs and stuff like that. No, don't buy it, Arthur.
It happened.
Okay, tell me all about it, Arthur. I want to know.
Okay, so I was going down, and it started to like smell like fish, like tuna. I don't know how.
Liar, whore, you know it.
He's terrible. He's lying.
He's full of crap.
Yeah.
I don't believe him.
All right, well, just to finish the question off, a smell is a sign of infection. So if that really happened to you, get her to the doctor. A simple cream can take care of it. No big deal.
Yeast.
It's usually actually what they used to call Gardnerella, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but it annoys me because it's like that urban it's an urban legend that these little 13-year-olds pass around to one another, and it's just not true.
Yeah.
And then it makes the 16-year-olds afraid to go down on the girls, and then it perpetuates the whole cycle.
No,
and Arthur, you gotta stop.
There can be some horrible smells. Let's face it. Oh yes, and that's infection.
Yeah, well.
That's infection. It needs to be treated. That's the point. They should care about it when that happens.
I know, but don't you think it's like sort of this?
Oh, especially at that age. There's always the girl at that age where every girl smelled that way. Everyone has that story.
Well, everyone's got their own smell, but when it passes a certain point, it's infection, right, Drew?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
What is that point?
Well,
we don't really want to find that out.
We're never going to be able to just figure that out.
No, it's when people are bothered by it.
All right.
That's it. You got to check that then. Matt's 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a question. For like the past 3 months, I've been like kind of self-prescribing myself Xanax.
Self-prescribing?
Yeah.
Always
Well, buying it
do
illegally,
that?
taking it.
How many? How
pretty
much the
much.
dose? How many? How many milligrams per day?
Well, I buy the bars. They're 2 milligrams. I'll take anywhere from 4 to 8 milligrams a day.
Whoa.
Wow, that is a massive dose of Xanax.
It is, huh?
Too much.
Yeah, we all know it because of flying.
Yes, we don't know only because I
Take it when we
fly.
fly.
I fly. I fly.
We all
A girlfriend left me about 4 months ago, and it kind of triggered a panic disorder that I got over before, and it kind of like kicked things back into gear.
Mm-hmm.
And
All right. Well, here's the deal. Forget any of that. Right now, you've got a profound addiction.
Yeah, I know.
And you got to go to the hospital, unfortunately, to get off this. Coming off 8 milligrams of Xanax, you will have a seizure.
8 milligrams is enough to...
Oh, 1
Really?
milligram. 1 milligram. But 3 milligrams, you really get...
I mean, 1 milligram every day for a year.
I mean, not 8, not all at once. I mean,
Here's a lightweight.
dividends throughout the day. I'll take it.
8 milligrams a day. If you try to stop that abruptly, you will have a seizure. I can almost guarantee it. And it's a very difficult withdrawal. It needs to be medicated. It needs to be medicated in a hospital. Okay, so you got to see a doctor who's used to dealing with benzodiazepine addiction. It's a short-acting benzodiazepine. The withdrawal is horrible. And something like phenobarbital and some Neurontin and that sort of thing tends to make it pretty reasonable.
Well, he can do it. He did the self-diagnosis, then he did the self-prescription.
There you go. So he can do the self-detox.
Well, he can check himself into a detox.
But you're saying one milligram will give you a seizure.
1 milligram can be a tough withdrawal.
Because
3
when I
milligrams.
fly, I'll take 1
No,
milligram.
you have to be taking it regularly for a few months.
Okay.
You guys packing those, by the way? You got those out here?
I got them in my room.
I will not
I
give
got 'em
Adam.
too.
Adam's constantly
Give me
asking-
one of those.
But mine are 0.25, I believe.
Mine are 0.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's got more than me.
Wait a minute.
He's got more swing
He's
with
got
his
the
doctor.
peach ones.
Yes, I got the peach ones.
Yeah, all right. Oliver, I'm going to buy one of those off you.
All right, sure. $50.
Well, bring it tomorrow and we'll talk. I'll trade you some soy cheese or something like that. But I got to get one of those. I got a lot of flying to do on Friday.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. At least half of Dawson's Creek is in this studio, and we'll be
The minor half.
We'll be right back. Well, the rocks and the aggregate. We're going to get the logs and the stream in here tomorrow night, and we'll be back after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Busy Phillips, Michelle Williams, and Oliver Hudson are all here. Audrey, Jennifer, and Eddie, all from Dawson's Creek. And we've been working with these guys all week here in North Carolina.
And they were just complaining about how Adam just doesn't put any effort into the... all day these guys got to repeat their lines 400 times, and they're sort of reacting off stuff we're saying off camera.
Right.
And Adam just looks at the script and reads it like monotone.
Oh, into the off-camera stuff?
Yeah.
Well, once
like
in a while...
you're pissed off about what you're reading.
Well...
Like you're giving them nothing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just go off the script.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing, too.
Yeah, but I don't want to memorize it because that's not what I want to say.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? I want to fill my head with the man's words.
Right.
One of them may pop out while the camera's rolling, and then we're in trouble. I'm saying true?
Yeah, I've noticed you avoid them meticulously. It's good.
Yeah, I know. I was just in a bad mood. I woke up from my nap after lunch, and I was cranky. That's what it was.
You didn't get your veggie burger with the soy cheese, Adam.
I know.
You should have come and seen me in my trailer.
I know, and I slept with that mic pack up my ass on the bad sofa with the sweat jacket pulled over my head and a towel balled up for a pillow. I'm just going to start bringing my pillow, Drew. Let's face it. I don't have any pride.
And your teddy bear?
Just bring a pillow to these things. I'm bringing my eye shade, my earplugs already.
You seen him?
Did you really?
Yeah.
His lovey eye shades. Or around the outside.
It works. Why not?
That's great.
All right, so let's get back to the phones. And we didn't leave off with anybody, did
No,
we,
this
Drew?
is Jenna. She's 23.
Jenna?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
Good. I wanted to talk to Michelle. Yay.
She is.
Hi. I love you. You're such a great actress, and I loved you in the movie Dick, and you were so cute, and that movie was so underrated. And I just wanted to say that I was very proud of you.
Well, thank you very much. Can I help you with anything?
No, I just am a really big fan, and I wanted to know what it was like to work with all those people when you were so young and you were just starting out kind of in Dawson's Creek and everything. What it was like working with, like, Will Ferrell and all those guys.
Funny.
How old were you?
17.
Wow. Where'd you grow up?
Montana.
Oh, my goodness.
You worked with Will Ferrell?
Yes.
That's
You obviously
great.
haven't
He's
seen
like
my work.
brilliant.
I saw dicks. Dick. Dick. I did.
I thought it was Dick.
I did. I saw it.
It was Dick,
I
right?
believe it's called Dick.
Was that the Nixon
Yeah.
sort of White House
With
parody
Ryan
thing?
Reynolds. I
Yeah.
remember Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, it is brilliant.
And wait a minute, Ryan Reynolds, two guys, a girl in a pizza place?
Yeah.
Exactly. The one and the same.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, that guy.
Yeah, he is.
All right, so Jenna. Oh, is Jenna still there? Or
Yeah,
did you
I'll
put
go.
her on hold?
Jenna?
Yes?
Anything else for Michelle?
I think that she should make out with a girl. No, I'm not like that.
my.
I think that she should experiment a little bit on the show because she's not having very
Wait.
toys.
They
You're
wrote
right.
something
You
for me
know.
and Michelle.
Yeah.
They did, but the network wouldn't let it. They said that they had gotten rid of all their lesbians with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
You're a lesbian.
It was supposed to
Probably
happen.
going to get fired for that, but whatever, the show's
nicely.
canceled.
That's
Whoa.
stupid.
Yeah. Would you guys kiss and stuff? I mean, if it's in the script, if it's in the script, you got to do it. That's one thing I've learned.
Well, look.
Yeah.
This idea was brought up when Busy and I first met, so it was sort of like, ooh, that could be kind of exciting. Like, I barely know this girl, and we could sort of. But it's been 2 years now. Like, we're too close to kiss.
Yeah.
Adam,
But it
sidebar.
was gonna happen. But
Serve them up some more alcohol. This is very interesting.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Well,
They've been
maybe
like
the writers
quiet
should
and
be
stayed.
drinking more alcohol, and then they'll let it
Quiet
go.
and
or
stayed for
something.
3 days here in Nelson. Oh, my God.
I know.
Oh, yes.
All right, so when you first met, maybe you could see that.
That's the thing, though, with women. I think that when you first meet someone, you totally could make out with them as a girl, but then you start the female bonding, and you feel like sisterhood, and then it's disgusting.
Then you can't make out anymore.
yeah, it'd be like starting a relationship.
Right.
Oliver and I had that on Monday.
You did. I saw
I
it.
didn't think you'd ever say that. Adam.
Yeah, I could sort of tell there was something there.
Something brewing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's like he's my brother, and it'd be kind of weird, you know.
Right.
I still am a little bit attracted.
No, I mean there's something there. There's something there. There's no doubt about it. And the night is young. I mean, it's
very
Before
young.
Oliver masturbated, though.
barely 2 o'clock.
Yeah. I've already,
You guys are
already let it
brother.
fly.
There is a brotherhood around that behavior, though, between you two.
Yeah. Well, we both
And-
like masturbating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Love
we're
it.
not
Really
brothers
love
in arms, but we're brothers in hands.
Brothers in hands. And he actually, Oliver had a similar experience with a vibrating machine, too.
Oh man.
True.
Just similar to Adam had an electric toothbrush.
Well, it wasn't mine. It was my friend's mom.
Well, the electric tooth, the bristle's a little small.
No, it's the handle that vibrated.
Yeah,
Oh.
go backside.
Okay.
Go backside.
You go backside toothbrush.
Yeah.
I know that move.
And it's easy. You can make it right through the airport with it, too, by the way. They pull that big Panasonic thing with the club on the end of it out. They know where it's been. You know what I'm saying? It's dead giveaway. All right. Who else we got here?
Go. This is kind of interesting. This is Max. Max?
Hello.
Max is 30. What's up?
How you doing?
We're good.
When I was 18, I kind of got. First of all, you guys are great.
Thanks.
And I've called once before. But you guys, when I was 18, I was charged with conspiracy to commit criminal homicide. I was dating when I was 18, I was dating a 31-year-old. And apparently she tried to hire someone to hurt my father.
Why?
Because she thought, I guess, it would... I was in the military at the time, military intelligence, actually, and she tried to, I guess she wanted me out of there, so...
What does that have to do with your dad?
I'm sorry?
What does that have to do with your dad?
Yeah. My father and I didn't really get along at the time, so,
Yeah. Hey, Max?
I'm with you, yeah.
Yeah. Intelligence in the military. Interesting.
96
yeah.
Bravo, yeah.
Yeah. What Drew wants to know, I mean, it's obvious to the other 4 of us, but Drew wants to know what the connection was between hurting your dad and getting you back from the military was.
Get on your knees, scumbag!
I love that movie, Full Metal Jacket. The Dawson Street Gang, actually, we may actually know someone. Heather Brennan actually worked on your show. So I went to film school between, being arrested and now. So.
Yeah. Hey, Max?
Yeah, you're very interested. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you're not tracking real well, Max.
I hear you.
Are you high?
No.
You have a disorder?
No.
No?
No.
Never.
10%.
Okay, so then I'm going to ask for the third time. We'll see if you can get it this time. Your dad was going to be injured by someone your girlfriend hired.
I'll be watching you.
Right?
Yes.
And why was she going to do this?
Again, actually, for the second time, she thought it would, I guess, release me from my military obligation. I was going...
All right, but for the fourth time, why did she think that was going to relieve you from your military obligation?
What does that have to do with it?
I can't answer for her.
No.
She thought it was going to release me from my military obligation. I was going to basic.
I see.
You mean, wait, you mean, okay, we got to take a break, but you mean if you got accused of a murder, then you'd be kicked out of the military?
No. If his dad was injured, he could be released so he could take care of his dad. Is that it, Max?
Well, by injured, actually, Dr. Drew had it right. It was murder.
All right. Hang on a second.
Hold on, Max.
There is no racial bigotry here.
This is intriguing.
Please put him on hold, Anderson. Thank you.
In a scary kind of way.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get back to Max, who's 30. And sounds like there's like his dog is telling him to kill. We'll find out how much time he did for conspiracy and all that after this. Hey everybody, it's Loveline, Adam. That is Dr. Drew. We're out here in North Carolina working on Dawson's Creek all week. Oliver Hudson, Michelle Williams, and Busy Phillips are all here from the cast. And we've been working with them all week and wrangling them to come in the studio because producer Ann has been yelling at Drew to get some cast members. But like I said, it's been a tough sell because we're on 1 to 3 a.m. out here and everyone has early calls. So we do appreciate you guys coming by.
Yeah.
It's now 2 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Who are you going to have tomorrow night?
Joshua.
Josh said he's coming. And then Katie said she was coming.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Josh committed.
We'll see if that pans out.
Josh committed.
We'll see if that pans. Josh will be here.
Josh will be here.
Josh will be here.
But Kate will be asleep.
Yeah. That girl's been eyeballing me, though, Drew. I don't know if you picked up that.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
That's gonna be a fun conversation.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Tomorrow?
You and Katie?
Yeah.
What do you think, Oliver?
Huh?
Adam and Katie?
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
see
you
it too,
could
huh?
see that.
Totally.
Older, mature man. A little gray around the temples and the balls. Nothing wrong with that. Show her a few of my tricks. I don't have the stamina of some of the young bucks she's going out with, but I got the speed and finesse.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Not the brute strength, but the technique.
Experience.
That's right. Show her a thing or two. All right, let's get back to the phones. And when we left off, we're speaking of Max. Max is 30. Max is was in the military, the military intelligence, that is. Right. And he had to do some prison time for conspiracy to commit murder because a woman he was dating when he was 18 and she was like 31 conspired, I guess, to try to have his dad killed. Is that right, Max?
I never did. I did 10 days. 10 days.
You did 10 days.
I remember this. I remember having the same trouble sorting this out last time we talked to you.
Yeah.
What?
Remember we couldn't figure out what the hell you were telling us?
It's like it's complicated.
And then we were like 10 days for murder. We never did figure it out.
All right, so she thought if she did something horrible to your father that you would get out of the military.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yes, allegedly. And so did she ever have anything done to your father?
No. Luckily, my father was never injured. No.
You found out about it before?
No, actually, I was taken into custody under the Uniform Court of Military Justice. And then I was transferred to a county facility near the base. And then I was.
Why were you taken into custody when she was?
She alleged that I was the perpetrator. I was the.
I see.
Boring.
You never did any time. All right. So what are you doing now?
Actually, it's that's why I'm calling. It's kind of hard to get a job with a felony conviction on your record.
Mm-hmm.
And,
you have a felony conviction going
since then, I've gone to college. I've graduated, and I still can't get a job. So,
Yeah.
I went to Vegas.
What about the entertainment industry?
Yeah.
They almost exclusively hire felons.
Did you not call and ask us this same thing about a year ago?
It was less than a year ago.
Yeah, and Adam told you to lie, as I recall.
It was near the end of your show, so you had to cut me off. Yeah.
Okay, well, listen. I'm telling you a year later, lie. Nobody knows anything. Just lie.
All right.
Just lie.
You know
Nobody
what?
runs any checks.
I do. Actually, my lawyer told me the same thing.
Of course.
There you go.
Listen, everybody lie. First off, if you didn't graduate high school and you're filling out an application, just write high school diploma. And if you want, you could make up a couple colleges. I mean, I could just say this. All you got to do, really, in almost 99% of conversations, Drew, just from being with you, I could tell people I went to Amherst. Yeah, the Lord Jeffs. Does get cold out there in Boston around Christmas time, though, I'll tell you what. And you make up some sort of dual major, and you say you did an emphasis in this, and that's it. No one looks into it after that. Am I right?
No, I was a graphic design major with an emphasis in psychology.
Yeah, I believe it.
Right, absolutely. I went to Wesleyan University in Connecticut, Middleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So did you do that?
No.
See, that's my point.
I'm an actress.
That's the best acting I've seen out of you all goddamn week. I mean it. I bought that. That was believable.
Thanks a lot, Adam.
I don't know what happens when the cameras fire up, but that was amazing right there. That's all anyone needs to do, and especially with the high school diplomas and all that, just make it up. No one ever checks. And if you got a job where they're checking on whether you graduated high school or not, you don't want that job. All right, so don't tell anybody about the court-martial, the tribunal, or any of that.
It's Chris, who's 38. Chris?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Good.
Love your show. Adam, you were ranting a couple weeks ago about the Mexicans listening to that music, the music with the what is it?
The accordions. Yeah.
Oh man, I worked on this one job and there was nothing but Hispanics there, and they were playing that music. And not only do they play it loud.
Who's this guy?
That is just so annoying.
Who's this guy?
Mexicans have the worst. They have the worst music.
Oh
the worst.
Man, I can't stand that.
Good
music.
Food, good booze, but horrible music with that. God damn. It's like hangover music. Like if you're hungover, you want to kill somebody when you hear that crap. And every song sounds the same. What do you do? Work construction?
Like, I live in a market where here in Dallas, Texas, each type of music category has 2 stations. Here in Dallas, they have 5 stations.
Yeah, I know. They have best reception too. All right.
Is that it, Chris?
That's it?
You called to complain about the accordion music?
Well, no. That's not it. I'm a manic depressive, and I got diagnosed back in like the late '80s. And when I got diagnosed as manic depressive, I got put on lithium.
You must have been like 14, though, right?
No. What age did they tell you I was? I'm 38.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So I got diagnosed when I was like somewhere around 22, 23.
Right. Whatever.
So when I got diagnosed, prior to me being diagnosed, I was hypersexual, and just having sex a lot. And I got put on the lithium, and I started taking lithium, like the doctors diagnosed, but I stopped taking it because it had me in a zombie-like state.
All right.
And I had stopped taking lithium for almost probably 10 years or more. Yeah. And then I
Thank God he opened with the Mexican music rant that added 5 minutes to his call.
Go ahead. And what's the question?
Well, the question is, I got re-diagnosed with, manic depression and bipolar again because I had to go back to the hospital about 6 months ago. And
What were you doing in your manic state?
Critiquing Mexican music.
Well, it was. I thought I was demon possessed.
I thought the devil had you.
Pardon me?
You thought the devil possessed you?
Yeah, I thought I was demon possessed. I thought somebody had me in mind control. I was paranoid. Thought the government was after me.
Beaming thoughts into your head and all that stuff.
Yeah, things of that nature.
Yeah. All right. So what's he need to do now, Drew?
Well, what's the question now?
Well,
so you had a severe manic episode. You could have killed yourself.
Well,
now you're stable.
The situation. They put me on Depakote, which is all fine and good, and I take 750 milligrams a day.
And the question is?
The question is, I have no sex drive.
None.
None.
Well, have you had your levels checked recently?
No. About maybe, because I have to go to a clinic once every.
But maybe they can bring the level.
Myself.
Maybe they can bring the levels down to a lower level, or you could try one of the newer mood stabilizing medicines. There's other stuff out there now, even things like Neurontin and Gabatril. There's many other things that can be tried. Depakote is a good medicine. It's really better than lithium, and less side effects and things, and probably more effective. But you shouldn't have to suffer through that kind of side effect. It's not even considered truly a remission if you're still having unpleasant side effects like that. And he seems kind of slowed down too.
Yeah,
he shouldn't be like that.
That's why I can't. He reminded me of why I can't drive with my mom. You ever drive with your mom? Just sitting there like you're apologizing to people that are passing you, parked at the right, not turning right on the red, just crawling like it makes you uncomfortable. You want to do something. Yeah, that was him. Who are we talking to now?
I know our guests have slept into a coma during that call.
Well, they let me tell you about alcohol first.
at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's getting a little late. They come in pretty boozed up, feeling pretty good. Then they got a little surly. That's another thing, and now they're just starting to wind down.
We're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
It was the lithium.
You guys can. We won't make fun of you if you don't make it the whole show.
Oh, we'll make it.
Oh, you'll make it?
Oh, we'll make
See
it.
the way I laid down the gauntlet there?
Michelle and Oliver are like, oh, yeah, I'm sure busy.
How are you guys getting home, by the way?
We have to take a cab. I don't know. We are like you guys are driving us. You guys could drive us.
Did you guys rent a car?
No, the studio, but they don't have a van tonight.
Well, how are you getting home?
They have a little car.
Yeah, they got a Ford Taurus for us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got to get you guys a cab.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call one.
All right, so who are we talking to now, Drew?
Monica, 17.
Oh, thank God.
Hello?
Monica?
Yeah?
What's up?
See, they like the girls, too.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I'm with my boyfriend. I've been with him for 7 months or whatever, and, when, I'm about to cook the orgasm or whatever, I, almost begin to cry. I start to cry, and I don't know, why. I was wondering, what does that mean? Why do I do that?
It's very emotional, right? Right, ladies?
I feel it's a very personal question for me, Monica.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah,
Busy cries too.
No. I think it's just like opening up a different thing. You release all these emotions. It's I personally wasn't having orgasms when I was, what are you, 16,
good for you.
17?
Yeah,
good for you.
Most women under 20 don't.
But
yeah, I know I don't. I start to cry and I just stop.
You don't have it.
When she's about to, she cries.
Yeah,
but it's
I stop.
Kind of the same thing.
As crying?
You know what? I'm gonna just check out for this question because I can't offer anything that's helpful.
I think you've offered something fantastic, Michelle, and I'm in love with you.
Yeah, these two are starting to heat up.
Yeah.
Busy Michelle.
Well, I cry when I have an orgasm.
So does the baby Jesus. Hey, Monica?
When all of orgasms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Monica?
Yeah?
Are you sure you're close to an orgasm?
Yeah,
How come you don't push through and have one?
I don't know. I just start crying.
I know, but listen, I cry on the pot sometimes. Doesn't mean I don't take a crap. I keep going. You understand?
Okay.
I mean, just keep going.
Okay, then.
Monica, do you want to have an orgasm?
Yeah, I would like to. I just get scared, I guess.
Let me give you a little advice that Cosmo gave me. I'm just going to relay it to you.
It can't be any good. I mean, just 'cause it's
Actually,
not-
no. It's absolutely helped me, like 100%. You have to imagine it almost as though this is like, I would only be telling you this because I've had several drinks in me, Monica. But Cosmo says, and I believe, you have to imagine it, Monica, as though it is a flower opening up. Yes, a flower coming to bloom. Now, Monica, truthfully, I'm not kidding you. Listen to me. Visualize, like, you know when you see those things and fast forward and the flower's opening up? Visualize that the next time you feel that, like you're almost about to come, but you don't, and then you start crying. Right before you start crying, and right as you feel like you're about to, visualize the flower opening up, and you're going to have an orgasm, I guarantee it, Cosmo. Thank you very much. No, I'm telling you.
Drew pictures of missile coming out of the silo. Rain coming out of the tunnel.
I have a question, actually. What scares you about having an orgasm? What is scary about it?
I don't know, because, like, you know, on movies, like, the girls, like, just, like, splash all over the place. I don't know. I don't really want to see that happen. Or
Well, that doesn't happen.
That's not real life, baby.
Rash. Do you have any history of sexual trauma?
No.
Nothing happened to you? All right. This will happen. This will. Just
Yeah,
picture the flower.
Yeah, picture
I
the
like
flower.
that.
I'm telling you, you guys, you have no idea how many times in my life this has worked for me. And I read it in Cosmo, and normally that stuff is trash, but I'm telling you, Monica, use it, take it with you. Share it with your
nothing's
friends.
gonna splash.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna picture that flower too and see what happens. Picture myself eating a flower.
Shut up.
All right.
Get that
I can see both you and Oliver getting into imagery in your masturbatory session.
Yeah.
The only image is you're not imaging. The images that are coming to mind are the ones you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some jugs there, little ass on the side. We don't need any flowers. All right, where are we, Drew? Who are we talking to?
We're talking to Jennifer, who's 27. Jennifer.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm in San Diego. I have been
Right.
married for, I guess, almost 7 years. And my husband's in the Marine Corps. He's currently overseas. And for the last probably 5 or 6 years, I have had less and less sex drive, and right now I have none whatsoever.
You're fat.
Drew, please.
Is anything going wrong in the relationship? Is it going okay?
Yeah, everything else is fine, but I don't, it's really bad. I don't even want my husband to touch me. Anytime he makes advances towards me, I think it's going to be something sexual.
You guys had kids?
No, not yet.
Are you on medication?
I'm on the birth control pill, but that's it.
Which one?
Try Loveline 28.
You know, sometimes those pills can really shut women down. Have you thought about changing, maybe?
No, I haven't. Actually, I've been on it for years, and I've been on it for years, like 13 years.
Well, but it's less likely to do it.
Does your chemistry change?
Yeah, not usually, though. Usually it's something that's going to happen. It happens pretty quick on the pill. But
Well, does this guy out? He said he was a Marine.
Yeah.
Does he come back after long stints in places abroad and want some lovemaking?
Actually, this is the first time he's been gone. He's only been gone for about 2.5 months.
maybe she thinks about a flower opening. No, listen, Jennifer. One thing that I have certainly experienced with patients is that when women describe sort of sexlessness, like sex looks sort of like doesn't make sense. Like you don't want to be touched as you're describing it.
Right.
You don't want to kiss. It's like, oh, you look at it on TV and it's like, ugh, right?
Right. Yeah.
That usually is a biological problem. That usually is not psychological. It's usually some hormonal change. Most commonly medication, frankly. And beyond that, I would go talk to your doctor about it, see if there other testing can be done to make sure there's not something else going on, and possibly consider changing the pill or getting off the pill.
But you're in love with your husband still?
Oh, very much. We have a very
Yeah, something wrong. Something wrong biologically.
This is a big mistake. I mean, this is a big problem. This is something that needs to be fixed.
I would
go get it fixed.
First thing, go talk to your gynecologist. First thing would be get off those pills. All right?
Okay.
All right.
All right, good times.
What
what a nothing.
No, that's it.
What?
What about what, Jennifer?
What about testosterone levels?
Yeah, all that. There's a lot of things that can be going on. Absolutely. Your thyroid needs to be checked. A lot of things can be. Your prolactin levels need to be evaluated. A lot of things. And we get it done.
All right. Yeah, good times.
There you go.
Who are we talking to?
Rebecca, 14.
Rebecca,
all
you're
these
14.
cell phones ringing. 3 in the morning.
That's Oliver's thing, his vibrator's thing.
Yeah, that's not lady.
Hey, answer your lady.
Lady's calling him at 2:20.
Well, she's in LA.
She's in LA, right?
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Well, she gotta be because
No, she's
Oliver,
beautiful.
I'm saying Oliver's. There's a certain responsibility that comes with making the 50 most beautiful people list. You can't be dating some Bowser. They'll pull you off the list just through association. You understand?
Rebecca.
Thank God you had that windbreaker made up. That's how he met her. Oh yeah. People cover right on the back.
Hello?
Rebecca, you're 14?
Yes.
What's up?
Actually, I have two questions. One, like there was this boy that I go to school with. He's had a crush on me now for like 3 years. But like 2 months ago, like I was like sitting in the classroom and it was passing period. And this boy, he comes up and he like gets really close to me and he like puts his hand up in my shirt and like grabs my breast, right?
Wow.
And I'm sitting there trying to get him away.
This is passing period? What's passing period?
So you make passes at people.
Is that what it is? I set you up for that, Troy.
8th and 9th, I had the same teacher, and like right when he pulled his hand out, my best friend came in.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't see it.
Yeah, she kind of seen me push his hand away.
Yeah.
Right after that, my best sister came in.
Best sister.
Yeah, she's my sister. We've been friends since kindergarten.
All right, better than your best friend.
Yeah. And then we took him to the principal, and the principal hasn't done anything for it. And like it's been now like 2 months, and I've been like so depressed and stuff just thinking about it.
Well, wait a minute. How did you take him to the principal?
Like my friend, she took.
Now, is this your best friend or your best sister friend?
My both of them.
The both of them.
Yeah, they.
All right, but you did the right thing. Look, you protected yourself. You got this guy dragged in. Keep complaining to teachers and tell your parents. Make a little stink about this. You have a right to be not feeling so hot about it.
Yeah, but I got a couple of questions for Rebecca.
All right.
You know where I'm heading here, Drew?
Yeah.
Now, this is I agree this is something that should be upsetting, but probably not life-altering. But did you have any experience like this before?
When I was 6 years old, I was sexually molested by my 4-year-old. He's 4 years older than me. But
yeah, that's
a 10-year-old.
Yeah,
but you see
that's
how
what I thought.
Yeah,
thought something happened.
What happens when somebody has a horrible trauma like that? When anything sort of even reminds them of those traumas, that they have an experience that sort of triggers all those same feelings, it's very common to develop like a post-traumatic stress reaction. You get panic and sleep disturbances and depression. So that's what's happening, Rebecca.
But the good news is she pushed the guy's hand away and turned him in, which is healthy. She doesn't have that victim thing going on.
Yep, which is good. But still, you might want to look into some treatment for this because it's going to be pretty symptomatic for a while, and it's a chance to really look at these things that have been percolating around in your chemistry for a long time.
All right. Drew, you have a best friend?
Yeah.
No, I have a best brother.
Your best brother? That's your wife, right? Yeah.
That's my best
Drew,
friend.
your wife doesn't let you have best friends, does she?
What? She doesn't have best friends. No.
She doesn't let you have any, does she?
Yeah, you don't have best friends like that's in high school. Right?
I do. I'm 38. I got best friends.
Yeah, well, those are your gay partners and stuff. Those are your life partners.
How dare you? Guys I went to high school with. Yeah. All right. Well, wife lets me do that. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back with Busy Michelle and Oliver from Dawson's Creek after this. Loveline, fast-growing outlaw radio, North America. Yeah. We got a 50,000-watt flamethrower over here, kiddies. I'm out here in North Carolina with a good bud, Dr. Drew, getting close to dropping trout about this time of night. Got Busy Phillips, Michelle Williams, and Oliver Hudson all here from Dawson's Creek. Let me tell you, these kids are hot, Drew. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Yeah, we've been heating up the screen over there, too. Drew and I doing a little acting. Here comes the girls back in the studio. These chicks are hot. Let me tell you, Drew, this close to dropping trout on the set. This close.
It's so hot.
Yeah.
It's hard
a sexually
to
charged
yourself.
set over there, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Drew and I napping in our recliners.
Right on the set.
Asking for the chairs with backs.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that was essential, though. That was better.
All right.
Yeah, well, I figured we were going to be there for a while. Let's get a couple of folding chairs. They had us on some of these little Apple box risers. And Drew and I, we're not spring chickens like you kids.
You see, we had to lie on the floor afterwards.
Yeah. Well, actually, I got a boner. That's why I had to do it. Yeah, that kills it.
Yeah, you were lying on your stomach, though. You're kind of grinding the floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what he does before he naps.
I was thinking of flour. All right, so where were we here, Drew?
We're taking calls.
All right. Who we got?
Fantastic.
Let's talk to
Julio.
What's up, guys? Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, first, I had a first encounter with a...
He's smoking pot brownies.
Huh?
Nice pussies. Don't get me going with that, Drew. All right, now you got to put Julio on hold for a second.
Julio.
I'll tell you what drives me nuts.
What's this?
I said something about pot brownies during the course of the show.
I heard you guys riffing about this between takes.
And it's something that's always bothered me about television, which is they don't want certain things brought up. But my argument is if you bring it up in a sort of negative light, like, what's wrong with you? Are you stoned? That's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if bringing up marijuana or bringing up any drug is not inherently bad. If you say, yes, marijuana is good, let's go get stoned, that's fun, I enjoy that, well, then I can see you having a beef about that. But if you say, like, hey, what's wrong, or you're slow, or you're not thinking so fast, what, are you stoned? That's not exactly painting marijuana in a positive light. But TV people don't want you to bring up marijuana at all, because if they hear marijuana or Hitler or cocaine or anything else there's sort of trigger words they have,
right.
And then a little red flag pops up in their head, and they say, don't say that.
It depends which show.
But Adam, and it's also about the censors, and it's also about like it's about advertisers. It's about like
He made an
that
interesting point.
Tampax doesn't want
I went through a big thing with him on this, and he made an interesting point. He goes, well, then you shouldn't be able to say a PSA that says don't smoke pot.
Right.
You should just never. Yeah. What about when some cast member from some show gets up there and tells you why you shouldn't do drugs? Yeah. The more you know, you shouldn't do pot. I mean, you're bringing up pot. You shouldn't be allowed to do that either.
But it's like from my understanding, it's sort of like a deal. It's like they can say a certain word like 4 times per episode, per hour, per day, per week, per month, and like then in agreement with that, then they can't say pot, they can't say marijuana, they can't say like all these other things. Like they have to bargain for it.
When
It's
we
like
were on
really
MTV,
weird.
we had the most bizarre, most arbitrary, and most strange restrictions. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
you say these horrible, derogatory things about women and people, but you couldn't say Hitler.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Even if you were saying, boy, this guy's a bad guy, he sounds like a real Hitler, you know? Like if you painted Hitler in a negative light, which I normally do,
most of the time.
Still was considered a taboo because they just heard the word Hitler or marijuana or whatever it is, and the little flag went up. And I can't stand that because that's just retarded sheep mentality. And they're so worried about 3 pencil pushers writing them a bad letter and how that's going to close everything down. We really just have to ignore these letters.
But you gotta break it down. Okay, like network television is about selling products. It's not about making good television. It's not about giving messages. It's about selling certain products to the American public. It's about soap and detergent and tampons. Like that's it.
Yeah, but I would argue that if you put out a unique and interesting product, you will then sell more products via that product. You know what I'm saying? Well, what I mean is you got to put out a product too.
This diatribe you're on reminded me that Michelle does believe you want to beat her.
That's because you're a great actor.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you, Oliver.
Yes.
That's right. I can I scare people with my ability. And Drew, with your horrible acting.
I scared people too.
Believe you're on Loveline. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I did. My character and Michelle's character, which is me, don't get along that well on the show, and I had to do some yelling at her.
I didn't throw any unnecessary barbs at you.
Yeah, she actually cut some out, as I remember from the day. She
omitted a couple. And even in polite conversation, you wouldn't back down from wanting to beat me.
Well, as any good actor will tell you, once I'm in my role, I'm in my role.
Right. He's a method actor.
Michelle,
That's
listen, the word beat comes up many, many times throughout the day for Adam. It's
That's
not
right.
necessarily in relation to you.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what I was talking about. I meant it in a sexual way. All right, so what the hell was Julio's question?
No
idea. Didn't get it, I don't think.
All right. I think he has one about STDs. Julio?
Which leads to what you guys were talking about.
All right.
Pot, because I'm high as hell right now, just thinking about the fact that. Excuse me?
Go ahead.
That I had this. I got a blowjob by
There's no cookies in my box.
Yeah.
by a prostitute like a week ago.
Nice.
And right now I'm high thinking about the fact that that wasn't cool. That was the first time doing that for me. And now I'm thinking, would I get any this and that, STDs on whatever the fact may be.
You didn't use a condom, right?
Yeah, I put it on, but she took it off, and this chick was hot, so...
What do you mean, right?
Yeah, excuse me?
Busy.
Yeah, that wasn't right.
Why? What do you mean? That's a prostitute.
They're not right in a good way.
I'm being facetious.
But I mean, I see what you mean. That kind of right. Okay.
Yeah. Of course, she would take the condom off, and he would not object.
Right.
She was hot.
I wonder why
And
she
because she wanted.
I know, why would she take,
And it was
why would she
probably
take the condom off?
It was probably her first time.
There's no cookies in my box.
She's a prostitute.
Heart of gold.
It's bad. Yeah. She was like Julia Roberts in that movie.
It's a good prostitute.
All right, but listen, you're not gonna get anything from her.
That was good.
You're not gonna get anything from her. You all right? Hey, I know you're stoned and you're freaking out.
Well, you
And you know what? I'm thinking on exactly everything you guys were talking about, and if, I can ask another question about the eardrops you guys were talking about. I have a really bad infection, and my...
No.
Where?
What could I take? They
Where's
give
your
me...
infection?
Excuse me?
Where is your infection?
In my ear. Got up in my left ear.
Right.
And I got to sing on Thursday on an audition, and I'm just tripping on the whole fact that...
You're doing stone search?
It's probably from the blowjob.
What are you singing? Really? What are you singing? I want to hear him sing, by the way.
Yeah, let's hear him sing.
Yeah, I'd like to hear him sing. I bet...
What do you guys want to hear?
Sing something by Creed.
No.
It's like
Creed?
the band,
No, I don't
right?
like him.
Stevie Wonder. Sing Stevie Wonder.
Elton John.
No, Hudson is cool, okay.
Well, what do you sing?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, except for everything we've been asking for.
Why don't you make up a little ditty about your blowjob?
Maybe
Born gay, the life is to live gay.
Not
give me something. Sing something.
Okay. To get up and walk away will be too easy. So stay and stand your ground. Just watch your mouth with me, all right?
Wow. All right. What is that?
All right.
What song is that?
That was an original.
That was an
That was an original Julio, right?
It was about the blowjob, wasn't it?
Right.
About the blowjob woman.
Sing a Mark Anthony song.
Yeah.
My daughter loves that song. That's an awesome
That
song.
I Need to Know song?
Who loves that song?
No, not that one. She does.
Her daughter.
I just want
Your daughter?
you to come for me when I call late night, and won't you see I was falling into love. Something like that. It goes like that.
All right.
Hey, Daddy Julio. What are you doing going to prostitutes? You got
Hey,
children.
smoking a little weed, getting a BJ is a good dad.
What about American Idol?
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
You have to think about it.
All right.
Hey,
Holy
Julio.
Stone.
Hey, come on.
Julio, what are you doing for a living?
I'm working at a management in a restaurant.
All right. Are you taking care of your kids?
I have to, man.
Where's the mother?
That always means that's a bad dad right there. Like, what are my choices, man? I got to take care of them. All right. Stop smoking so much weed, would you?
You may need to look into that, Julio.
Focus on those kids.
Well, I was thinking therapy has been in and out, and still, I live a good functional life, if I can say. Yeah, when I get high,
You've been in the program?
Totally functional too as well.
You've been in a recovery program?
Yeah, I've done a 6-month program and all that, so I kind of got the Well, you can't always say the mental ability of, I can control just the weed because that's all I do.
You're a drug addict.
All right, listen,
Julio, you're a drug
no
addict.
more kids, please. All right, Julio?
You got to get back in the program, boy. You're losing it. That's not good, Julio.
Yeah, and look, everyone I know smokes a ton of weed, says it doesn't affect them, but then they just start doing stupid things.
I mean,
and
you can tell. You've talked to them for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
you
but
know they're
when you call them on it, they go, but that's not because of the weed. And I always tell them, you better hope it's because of the weed, otherwise you're a tard.
Your brain injury.
Yes,
yeah.
you should be saying it's because of the weed. Because if it's not because of the weed, then you're just a really stupid person who couldn't find something that was right in front of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be the weed?
I don't know. And they actually seem to believe it.
Oh, God.
All right.
Of course, they have to stop using if they.
All right. You're right.
Acknowledge it.
We got to take ourselves a little break. We're Dawson Creeking it out here in North Carolina, and we'll be right back after this. Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Busy Phillips, Michelle Williams, and Oliver Hudson are all here tonight from Dawson's Creek, which Drew and I have been doing all week long, and that's why we're out here in North Carolina. And that's why it's 3:45 in the morning.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
2:45. We're good. The night is young, kids. We're going out after this. What time do they close the bars down here?
Never.
Never do. All right. Well, good time.
Like 11.
We're going cruising.
Yeah, but
Let's talk to
Dylan. 20.
What's up, Dylan? Yo.
Adam.
Yeah.
Adam, you're not a god. You are my god, man.
Thank you, Dylan.
Like, I tell people I'm going to church, and I'm going to listen to you, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks,
Listen to
man.
you preach, man.
Thanks,
All right,
brother.
so here's the thing. I've been getting warts for a long time, and I just got this one. It's on my left index finger. I'm left-handed, and I want to know if when I jerk off, if it's going to go to my dick.
Well,
See, this is one of my disciples.
Yes, went to finishing school.
I can picture him sitting around with Catholics and Jews, and they're going, my God is an all-forgiving God. And Dylan's like, my God complains about Mexican music.
Dylan, it is possible that you can transfer a usual sort of hand-finger wart to the penis, but it's not usually the case. The problem is you can't really tell if it's the kind of wart that can transfer or not. So in the meantime, just to be safe, go ahead and use your right hand.
Not worth it. Listen, I am your God, Dylan, and I'm saying do it, my friend.
Go forward.
Go forth and beat off.
Okay.
And it will be good.
Yeah. Saith Mr. Carolla.
That's right. And your penis begat your balls,
They
your
will
balls
prosper.
begat your hand, and your hand begat the VCR remote, and the VCR remote begat the porn movie, and the porn movie. Okay.
Yeah. I think you're funny, but you've lost these guys completely.
Well, listen, I've told them they're drunk, they're starting to sober up, and they're coming down. They realize the party's over. And they're kids. They can't rally, Drew.
No, they don't
have the rally
They've
gene
never
that
had
we
to.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
School of hard knocks we've been through.
Yeah, they don't know from hard work. They're pampered, act their lives.
No, you guys are getting paid right now.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
that's
not.
true.
We're doing this for free.
That's right.
Yeah, but what about during the week? We're not getting paid.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
we are.
No, we're getting like what are we getting? Like $4,800 for the week, 5 days, less than
And
$1,000
food.
a
Is that what
day.
you're getting?
Yeah, we're getting nothing, and a handful of cashews. Please.
Here we go again with the craft services.
Wow.
Who
Who we kidding with
converted
that?
or something?
The craft service is horrible. I've never seen anything like this. Done a bunch of shows. I'm telling you, Son of the Beach doesn't have the budget that this show has. I did that like 8 months ago. Incredible. Oh, crab legs and surf and turf, ambrosia salad. Oh, I had goblets filled with wine constantly. It was amazing. This is really, you guys should revolt. How come no one's piping up with this craft
no dice.
service?
The show's over. No dice.
That's why I say.
I can't believe there's not anybody complaining about this but me. I'm going to get this done for you guys tomorrow.
Vinny is 19.
Hello.
Vinny?
What's up?
Oh,
Can you
Vinny.
guys hear me?
Barely.
Alright, how about now?
Barely.
What's up?
Sorry.
He's hiding.
I have a constant urge to, drink blood. I don't do it, but I, fantasize about it.
You're gay.
True, please.
Thanks, Drew.
And And you consider yourself a vampire?
No, but I go to Catholic clubs a lot and stuff. But
What kind of clubs?
Catholic clubs.
So you kind of you wear a lot of black. You get black fingernails.
Yeah.
Do you do a bunch of drugs?
No.
All right. Well,
I can't because I'm on medication.
What meds you on?
Paxil, Prozac, Tobamix.
All right. So you've been in hospitals before, right?
Yeah.
You ever tried to hurt yourself?
I cut sometimes.
Have you tried to hurt anybody else?
No.
Do you think about doing that?
Why not?
Do you think about hurting other people?
No, never. I would never hurt anybody else.
He's a good vampire. Are you able to work?
Yeah, I can. I mean, like...
You can?
I just it's my, like, fantasies all the time. And
What kind of work do you do?
I work with kids.
No, you don't work with kids.
I do. I seriously do.
What do you do with them?
I babysit a couple of them, and then I hang out with them. And
No. Who's going to hire you to be a babysitter?
No, I seriously am. I swear.
No one's going to hire a Count Crapula to watch their kids. Believe you me.
I believe it.
How much money do you get an hour?
$6.
Man, they hired you.
That's true. I only got $1 an hour, but I ate like $80 worth of food every time I went to my neighbor's house and did that. All right, so what do you want to do? Stop fantasizing about drinking blood?
Well, no, I just want to know why.
Well,
you got a disorder.
Yeah, Vinny, you got something going on here, personality-wise, and this sort of goth thing and the antisocial stuff and the vampire kind of tends to go together. Anything funny sexually going on with you? Unusual?
Well, when me and my girlfriend... Yeah.
Oh, is that the F word there?
Yes.
He's got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
What happens when you're together?
I come really fast. I don't know if that's normal.
No, that's all right.
That's normal 19 vampire stuff. All right, you just use your cape, you wipe it up, you move on.
All right, but you're in treatment, Vinny, right?
No more Vinny, please.
All right, no more Vinny.
He used the F word.
Yeah, Vinny, these are really kind of serious situations. You're a cutter. You're having thoughts of sort of aggressive and sort of destructive kinds of feelings.
Say he's not having any thoughts toward being aggressive toward other people.
This is all sort of.
You could go either way at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And listen, all you goth idiots, would you just drop that crap? That just Halloween crap? Look, somebody did something to you. You got molested. You got bullied. We get it. But just drop the trench coat and the bad jewelry. Please. It's horrible. It's really a pain in the ass. I mean, that's really what happens. Someone did something to whoever these kids are once upon a time, and I feel bad for them, but you're not going to get far in life with the eyeliner and the trench coat, fellas.
Yeah, sort of, but
what?
I think that it's sort of bold and brave.
No, it's just acting out.
No, it's acting out. They evoke from the environment a certain reaction and then complain about it.
It's brave because they piss everybody off and turn everyone against them, and then it becomes kind of brave when everyone wants to kill them. But it's really just an acting out. And it's just, here's what I'm saying. If you had something bad happen to you in life early on, you have to kind of confront that, but you can't just act it out. And so many people in our society just sort of act it out.
Kids.
I know it's when they need to get.
I know.
Help. But acting out just keeps it fixed. It makes their relation to the world now is I am trauma and keep re-traumatizing me. And they recreate it and recreate it and recreate it. And
Isn't that the thing that they want somebody to pay attention to? It's like the thing that they want someone to react to.
They literally want to recreate the trauma. They don't know that's what they're doing, but they're recreating the original trauma over and over and over.
And then, sure enough, they pull into high school and the jocks start
beating
up on them, and they're getting the trauma that they came from. And I feel bad for them, but it's never going to work in the big picture just to sort of act it out. You have hard times getting jobs and sort of integrating into society. And I'm not saying everyone take a number and get in line and, this is a Red China kind of thing. But I'm saying, you can express yourself, you can do your own thing, but when you're sort of acting out and people get that, it's going to be a tough road to hoe as far as your life goes. It's just going to be hard to integrate, get jobs, fall in love and do all the stuff you theoretically want to do.
All right, 17. Audrey?
Tell you one thing you could do, though. You work for the Dawson's Creek crew. I don't see any requirements involving those people. I've seen this guy sitting on a Tommy lift eating
All right,
for
take it
12
easy,
hours
Adam.
at a time.
Adam.
I gotta get. I every time I pass those guys, I think I gotta get a union gig. I gotta get a union gig where I'm driving or something. Or just sitting on a truck. Never seen anything like this, Drew.
Yeah.
Does this exist anywhere else?
Oh, it's Hollywood, right?
I mean, everywhere in Hollywood,
Yeah.
but anywhere else in life?
No.
I've seen like the same guy. I went up and actually thumped him. I thought he was a styrofoam statue. I thought he was like one of those owls you put on top of your business to keep the pigeons away. I thought he was just there to scare away other truckers. I didn't know he actually did anything. These guys gobble up all the food before we get out there. I'm envious of these guys. I'm gonna see about getting into their union tomorrow. All right, what are we doing, Drew?
Audrey, real quick.
Hi.
Hi.
I've had a boyfriend for a year and 2 months. I've been sexually active since last April.
Okay.
And recently, I guess in November or something, I've been completely not sexually active.
With this guy?
Huh?
With this particular guy?
Yeah, he's the only partner I've had.
Are you maybe not into him anymore?
No, I am. I still like him a lot.
Why do you think he shut down?
Don't know.
All right, well, Drew, haven't we answered this goddamn question 100 times tonight?
Yeah.
Why'd you have to squeeze it in at the end? Huh? All right. See, that was good acting right there. All right, so your medication, birth control.
Right. No birth control.
I was on birth control until July. And then
All right. Audrey, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to dissect this in the little time we have left here. It's just not possible. We're highly suspicious there's something going on in this relationship. 17-year-olds often sort of don't get the cues right when the relationship has come to an end and don't really know how to end it. They kind of want to stick with it, but their body tells them something different. So really look into that.
Yeah, if it's not a biological thing that's going on in you, it means you're probably done with the relationship and you don't know it yet.
Yeah.
But your vagina's telling you.
Yeah.
All right. We will take a little break. We'll be right back. That's the show. I want to thank Michelle, Busy, and Oliver for all coming in here, taking time out of their busy drinking schedule to come in here and be with us tonight from Dawson's
Happy
Creek.
birthday, baby. I love you.
Happy birthday,
You're
baby.
Gay. All right, we'll be back tomorrow night, hopefully with Josh Jackson and Katie Holmes, perhaps.
Katie, we'll see.
So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Visualize the flower opening up, and you're going to have an orgasm. I guarantee it. Cosmo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.